I want to congratulate all of us for the good news. Another 2% of the Jewish people have received their Bagruyot, and it adds to another 2%, which makes it 4% over the last 2 years, of students that are able to receive the successful Bagrut matriculation process. Together with that, I think that it's important for all of us to pay attention that we're talking about 48%, which means 52% do not have Bagruyot. It's true that much of the 52% are people who do not want Bagrut and who are not considered out of the system. We're talking about the entire Beit Yaakov system, where the girls are fine and they're educated and they have an equivalent of a Bagrut, so only technically they're considered not to have a Bagrut. But we're still talking about hundreds, thousands of students that are out of the system. Many of them are children of Olim, and the reason why they're out of the system is simply because they don't know Hebrew well enough, or the system just doesn't know how to educate these special Olim kids well enough. And even though they have this idea of swim or sink, most of the kids swim, but we have 35% of the Olim that end up sinking. And that the solution is paying attention to these kids and knowing how to deal with them in their own manner, in their own nature, whether it's just teaching them in English, having translated materials, giving them French and Russian translations of the textbook, or giving them extra attention in the different materials that they need. I'm sure that all of that will bring a successful, heightened rate in their Bagrut success as well. Unfortunately, we are seeing a rise in the amount of children that are involved in substance abuse. There's a heightened rate not only in drugs, but also in alcohol and in cigarette smoking, and we're finding that children in earlier and earlier ages are involved in this difficult problem. The solution is not necessarily in weaning the children away from the specific drugs, which is also part of an entire process, but the main reasons why these children are turning towards drugs, that has to be an indicator for us that the educational program that we're offering is not seen as meaningful for the children, and that a child will turn to an alternative when he doesn't have the first thing that he needs, and that if he's not finding what he needs emotionally in the family, in the home, and in the school, then he's going to find it on the streets, and he's going to find it elsewhere. He's going to find it through hallucinations induced by alcohol or other drugs. And the solution is simply having a proper educational format that's meaningful to our kids, so that the kids can relate meaningfully to their teachers, to the school, to the subject matter, and not see us as archaic has-beens, but as people that are very much involved in what these kids need.